Hey, this is Angel. In this video, I'll be discussing how do I know I'm ready to date after narcissistic abuse. Welcome to or welcome back to Narc-Repellant. This channel is devoted to those seeking understanding, strategies, and support as they are recovering from narcissistic or toxic relationship abuse and trauma. If you're interested in gaining further perspective on these subjects, stay tuned. Our topic-related quote for the day comes from the famous Hollywood actress of the 30s and 40s, Loretta Young. "In my dreams, I could be a princess, and that's what I was. Like most little girls, I believed nothing less than a prince could make my dreams come true." Oh my goodness, I grew up with that same thought, you guys. Maybe some of you did too. Okay, my new family of friends, let's dive into today's topic, dating after narcissistic abuse. How do we know we're ready? Well, you now must have discovered that you've been left with wounds from that relationship with the narcissist. You'll need to do much internal work in order to get yourself and your life back on track. You may come to learn that part of your attraction to the narcissist was due to childhood traumas and programming that were not your fault. If you continue to search for relationship partners before you've done the work you need to do to heal from all these earlier and more current wounds, you may find yourself in the same kind of relationship that you're now trying to heal from. Maybe you're already dating after your discarding of the relationship with the narc. Maybe you have no interest in dating at all. Maybe you're terrified to give it a try like I've been. Maybe you just have a mild interest in what this video has to offer. So let me just let you know, in this video, I do intend to break down what could happen when we begin dating before we're healed and ready, and also to offer a sort of check-off list with ideas of how to know when you are ready to date. I'd like to first offer an invitation for you to subscribe to my channel. Please share with others who might benefit, like, and comment. As you know, YouTubers need that in order for the channel to keep going. I'd like to acknowledge those who've been loyally watching my videos. I appreciate you so much. Please feel free to add comments today about your experience dating post-narc. Your submitted comments will have to go through me first, as I want to watch for predators and sales comments. Okay, now on with our topic. What can we expect to happen if we begin dating before we're through with our healing and recovery? First, insecurities, feeling lost, self-esteem issues, due to issues of abuse and manipulation that made you feel like you weren't enough or that you're worthless or therefore you didn't leave that relationship, you'll easily have insecurities and feelings of low self-esteem. Without healing these issues, you'll doubt your ability to be in a healthy relationship. You'll need to look deeply into your past to heal the wounds that created these low feelings of self-worth. Many YouTubers, including myself, have many videos with ideas for healing in this area. Please seek them out. Number 2, defensiveness, hypervigilance. Due to being constantly attacked and gaslighted for not doing and being what was expected from an abuser, you'll doubt yourself and continue to have feelings of anxiety. You may be hypervigilant to what a new dating situation may bring. You'll probably be on the defensive and act with hypervigilance to situations that may not need such extreme reactions. In fact, you'll probably be less proactive until you are healed from the wounds that caused these feelings. Number 3, irrational reactions, hypersensitivity. Due to being treated with disdain and disrespect, living in stress and constant fear of and sensitivity to being verbally attacked, you'll have developed triggers. Triggers create strong emotional reactions in the present for something that happened to you in the past. You will potentially project this onto a new partner who may not understand your pain. This is something that you really need to work on. Number 4, trust issues. Again, due to being gaslit and otherwise having your reality manipulated and controlled with a variety of narcissistic tactics, you'll have trouble trusting yourself and others. You may be so out of balance that you doubt yourself and your ability to even trust others. You will have to learn to build up and trust your intuition again so that when your gut instinct is giving you messages, you'll be open to receiving them. Number 5, negative self-talk. Due to being in a relationship with someone who's hypercritical of all you say and do, you may have incorporated their negative input into your own self-talk. The voices in your head may be disturbing your ability to have a positive attitude about yourself. The healing you do will clear these voices away. Due to all that you went through in that toxic relationship, you could be left with compulsive behaviors, feelings of depression, anger, and anxiety, flashbacks, panic attacks, wanting to isolate, withdraw, or distance yourself from others. You could have a hard time facing conflicts in new relationships, and communication could be all but too confusing. This leads to the need to resolve whatever it is that is preventing you from living your full life and being all that you can be. You want to be fully yourself when you proceed into the dating world again. So how will you know when you're ready to date after being in a relationship with a narc? I've compiled 13 areas where I believe healing needs to be done in order to clear your mind and your plate for dating and for having a happy, fulfilling life. Number 1, how long should you wait? First of all, you don't need to be in any hurry to try out your dating skills. I've heard that maybe using up to a year to work on your healing and recovery from this abuse is not too long. You'll also want to take this new dating very slow. Number 2, become educated about narcissism and narcissistic abuse. Doing your due diligence in understanding narcissism and what you went through will be incredibly helpful in your recovery. Understanding what I'd been dealing with helped me put it all into perspective. You'll want to be able to look for the potential signs of narcissism in a future mate. Number 3, counseling, therapy, support. No matter how you go about repairing and recovering from being in an abusive relationship, you'll need support. Speaking with other people who've gone through the same thing could be quite helpful. Having someone to help guide you through the process of healing from this could be just the thing to finally end the insanity. Number 4, detachment and indifference. You'll need to work on thoroughly detaching from that past relationship with the narc to the point where you feel an indifference to them. This isn't going to be easy considering how deeply toxic people can infringe upon your psyche. You don't want to have any lingering feelings for this person as you move forward. Number 5, you need to accept your role and forgive yourself. It's important that you've worked on accepting what it was about you that allowed this relationship to happen. Forgiving yourself is a very rewarding thing to do and an important part of healing from an abusive relationship. I don't care if you forgive the abuser. Just work on forgiving yourself. Number 6, grieve the loss of that relationship without closure. That relationship was toxic and abusive. The narcissist never provides time for closure in any relationship, as they hope to keep you ready to get back with them when they come hoover you. You'll have to provide your own closure, people. I've spoken about this in other videos, and it's actually a very self-fulfilling thing to work on. Number 7, heal from trauma bonds and addiction to the abuser. It's such a sad thing that you were manipulated into being trauma bonded to the abuser. The cycle of abuse builds an addiction to the abuser. This is one of the hardest things I found to work through. The fact that there really was no relationship was bad enough, but then to realize how traumatized I'd become due to the, in quotes, relationship really hit me hard. You'll need to do lots of work on healing and breaking the trauma bonds and the addiction to that narc. Number 8, regulating emotions and emotional flashbacks. I just recently did a video on this. You'll have been left in a state of emotional distress after a relationship with a narcissist is over. You'll continue to have emotional flashbacks until your psyche is healed. It will take lots of support, be it therapy, counseling, religion, meditation, friends, whatever you find the most helpful. Working to regulate your emotions so that you can get that gut feeling back by learning how to trust your intuition again will help you move forward. Build back your self-esteem. You'll have to get into a program of good, healthy self-care. You'll need to learn to love the beautiful person you are, even if this may be the first time in your life that you get to that level of self-worth. Building this structure back will help you on your path of being ready to date. Number 10, clear out the baggage. Clean your slate. You'll want to work through all that you can so that you have no lingering emotional baggage that you take into a new relationship. The potential new partner deserves for you to give your true, authentic self to the relationship. You'll want to secure that good, positive energy used to emanate before the narc came into your life. Number 11, create strong boundaries that match the standard of living you desire. Like I've said in other videos, you'll need to create a freaking fortress of boundaries for yourself and how people treat you. You'll need to determine what your values are, which behaviors you need to have people adhere to, how to set these boundaries with others, and consequences when someone pushes them. Make a list. Draw images. Write these in a journal. Keep track of the boundaries you've created so that you keep the commitment to yourself. In order to have a healthy relationship in the future, you need to have high standards that match your strong boundaries. Plenty of YouTube videos on setting boundaries, people. I'll have one out too soon. You'll need to check all those out. Number 12, find your passion. Instead of being obsessed about getting ready to date again, find what you love to do and do that. I got back into dancing and I absolutely love it. I have found another family of friends that greatly enhance my life. Find some things that you are passionate about and go for it. Number 13, set goals. There needs to be a reason to wake up in the morning, right? Now that you're doing the work to heal, feeling stronger in your resolve every day, feeling less pain from the wounds related to the past relationship, it's time to get back to really living your life. It's time to set new goals, especially if it's been a while since you've updated them. Goal setting for this new stage of your life will be exciting and challenging, almost as fun as getting through boundary setting. Wow, that was some exhaustive list I compiled with the help of many friends, therapists, research, and my own experience. Of course, it may be too much for some and maybe never enough things to work on for others of us. As for where I'm at in this process, I'm still somewhere in the midst of getting it all together, but I have been diligent and committed to getting through this. None of this has been easy. You know, I like to look at what the lessons are in each of my videos. I have been terrified of getting back out into the dating world post-narc, whatever that means. I've done almost nothing else this past year except for working on healing from my narc relationship traumas, my old childhood wounds, and trying to get myself back to myself. I've worked on all the items on that list, you guys, and then some. I've noticed that I am feeling much better about myself and the work I've done so far. I've even got my eye on a gentleman new to the social group involved in my favorite hobby. I am a bit smitten by this guy, but I want to be sure I handle things better, like being more alert to potential narcissistic traits, as well as being alert to my own needs. I have close friends who are watching my back this time. I have faith that my future will be filled with love and awesomeness that I can't even fathom yet. I hope the same for all of you, my new family of friends. Be patient and kind to yourself. Know that it took time for someone to manipulate your mind, cause emotional and psychological damage to you to the point that you doubted your own intuition and ability to manage your emotions. It will take time and devotion to not only undo what's been done, but to emerge a stronger, more emotionally regulated, healthy individual. If you are currently suffering from a narcissistic or toxic relationship, please know there are many avenues for support. You're definitely not alone in your struggle for understanding and for want of more power over the narcissist. Please don't stay isolated during this difficult time. Get lots of help. It takes time to heal from these wounds. Give yourself lots of time. Today, take time to love and honor yourself. You deserve that. Thank you for spending some time with me today. I'd like for you to have a graceful day.